A gloomy day, but no rain. Thankfully, I was able to complete my 90 minutes walk. Hardly anybody in the beach today for some reason. And there's so much of serenity. And whenever I come, it energizes me so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 has compelled us to adopt to a certain lifestyles without no other option but that. People call new normal or abnormal or whatever it is. But I see every time a lockdown takes place and the lockdown is lifted, I see people come out in their tens, hundreds and try to go back to the formal normality. We are trying to do that regularly when we realize that that's what we want. We are eagerly waiting so the good old days will return. But what I have learned in the last 2 years, sometimes good old days might not be the same as ever. One of the things which I have learned with a difficulty, not easily, is my commitment to live a sacrificing life. I was earlier looking everything for myself, for my family and for anybody connected there. But later I realized there is so much of emerging needs around me. And I realized that I need to really be sensitive to that and understand that I cannot be going back to the normality which I used to or the good old days. And I learned something very bitterly, very difficulty, with greatest difficulty. The art and the power of sacrifice. The word sacrifice is known to us for ages. It's a 6,000-year-old practice in the religious world, the animal sacrifice. I've been with my mother in my small days to several temples and particularly Hindu temples and kovils. I remember visiting Munneswaram in Chilau where animal sacrifice takes place. And even in India, I've been to a couple of Indian places like come from this background originally. Animal sacrifice is a common thing for last 6,000 years. But the pain the animal go through sometimes we don't recognize. But when we have to sacrifice something, then there is pain indeed. And that's what I feel. There are certain things that we need to really recognize. The good old days, if you're looking for only for you and for your family and for people around you, we have lived our selfish life for a long. And even the rest of our journey, are we going to do that way? But I experienced something greater in the last 2 years and every day now. The art and the power of sacrificing in order to make sure somebody else around me feel better, feel comfortable, feel contented. It may be my wife, it may be my children initially, but I need to expand that to a greater community, society, so that if we begin to do that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can change things around us. We have to change this. The 8 richest people in the world own the half of the global wealth. And it is unprecedented taking place even now as a result of this massive revenue generated by the vaccine producing companies. Now talking about the third booster, the fourth booster, the fifth booster. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time that you and I really begin to understand there is something, there is power in sacrificing. You don't have to do big things in a big way, but small things in a big way. We start now. The art of sacrificing becomes the power of sacrificing, and that will enrich you and many people around you all the time.